Hello there, I'm Chef Johnny, and this is Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Appreciate you stopping by. Tonight, you can probably see the smoke rolling. We've got the Weber grill out. We're going to be grilling up some really nice pork chops, and I'm going to show you how to cook these Matador prime pork chops up nice and juicy. We got our box of pork chops here, and I don't know if I've ever showed you the boxes that their meats come in, but it comes like this, and it's in a styrofoam container with dry ice. And so when you get them, that's what you get. And they are vacuum sealed and they're packaged, so they are nice and fresh in here. I'm going to open these up. Now that I have these packages open, I'm just going to pat dry these chops. Set them on my cutting board here. Just get the moisture off of them. I tell you what, I am excited about eating these pork chops. These are some beautiful looking chops. They are, if you've never had Berkshire before, I tell you what, you don't know what you're missing. These are the Black Angus of pork. This is exactly what they are. These are beautiful, beautiful bone-in chops. Got those nice and dry. Let me clean my hands off. I'll show you how we're going to season them up. These pork chops, I'm going to put some of this Texas plum line. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen Texas plum line before. I guess never really checked see if they're online. Every year when we're up in Amarillo, they're selling at the World Championship Ranch Rodeos, and we'll buy a few bottles and bring them home with us. And so this is the one we got up there this year when we were at the rodeo. But I'm going to take this and just give myself a nice coating on top of these chops. But this is good flavorful rub that they make. Get those edges, come back across the top. They're ready to go. We're just waiting for our Weber kettle to get up to 350 degrees, and we're going to do a reverse sear on these. I'm going to put them over on the side. I got some nice mesquite chips in there to give us some fantastic flavor on these chops. Once we hit 350, we're going to put them over away from the fire, let them come up to about 138 to 142, kind of in that near 140, and then we're going to put them over, sear them off, bring them up to about 145 degrees. They should be fantastic. So let's let our fire get up where we want it, then we'll get right back with you. Pit's ready to go, 350 degrees. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them bone side toward the fire. About equal distance away. And on one of these, I'm going to take my iGrill Mini. I think I'm going to do this smaller one. I want to know where the temperature's at on it. Because if it's ready, we know the other ones are getting real close, but that one will get ready first. So iGrill Mini's in. Get the lid back on it. We're going to take them up to about 140 degrees. iGrill Mini says that chop is 105 degrees, so we're going to flip them all over. I'll take these and take them end for end. Lid's back on. We're looking for that 138, close to 140. That iGrill Mini says it's getting up in those upper 130. So we're going to pull it off. I'm going to check the larger chops with my Thermopin, see where they're at. But I bet you we can start searing these pretty quick. Check some of these temps. Let's see, those big ones aren't quite there yet. We're going to let these go just a little bit longer. I'm going to go ahead and flip them one more time, and then we're just going to let them go, get about another 4 or 5 degrees, then we'll get that sear going. I'm going to put this little chop farthest away from the fire. It'll be a little bit cooler there. It won't get quite as hot. Got the lid back on it. Fire's on this side. Exhaust port's on this side. That way the heat's got to flow across that meat. But Let it go about another 5 degrees, and we'll get them going. Chops up to 138 degrees, time to sear them off. You can see I pulled that one off. It was getting pretty warm there, so I took it off. I did not want it to get any more cooked. 137. They're bouncing between 137 and 136, so that's good. All I'm going to do is I'm going to let that charcoal and that slow and sear get heated up really well. I want this baby nice and hot. Now I'm going to take one of these beef chops and I'm going to set it right over that fire. We're going to go about 60 seconds. Right there. So I'll put a really nice sear on these chops. We're going to flip over, get the other side done. So 60 seconds on this side. And let's get our small one down here. Pull them back. That was 60 seconds. Got a nice sear on that side. Take this little one. We're going to get it right over the top of that one. Let's push these up close to that 145 mark. We're going to let them sit for a few minutes. Then we'll slice into them and see how they turned out. These chops are looking beautiful. They've been resting a little while. That meat's had time to relax. They're going to be juicy. I'm going to tell you right now, there's juice across the top of them. And they are just looking fantastic. Got some nice char marks on them. I love that on my meat. They are a pretty looking pork chop. Let's see if we can take this one right here, and I'm just gonna take it off of this bone. We can see it's cooked all the way through. But I tell you, this is going to be a nice, moist chop. It's about time to check this chop out and take a taste. I tell you what, that plum line rub goes great with pork. We love it. Like I said, we get it every year when we're up there in Amarillo. But this chop is nice, it's juicy, it's moist. You just cannot overcook pork chops. Number one cardinal rule. So we got our Weber to 350, put them on there, brought our chops up to about that 138 degrees. Then we seared them off about 60 seconds aside, moved them around. I went back for about another 30 seconds per side, and they were ready. They're nice, they're moist, they're tender. I cannot say enough about these Berkshire bone-in pork chops from Matador Prime Steaks. They are fantastic. There you have it. Bone-in pork chops from Matador Prime Steaks. They are fantastic. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember, give me that thumbs up. Tell your friends and family about us. Share us on your social media. And we're going to see you down the road on Texas-style barbecue and cuisine.
How them boys put food away beats all I've ever seen.